Hey everybody, how's it all going? Different perspective today because or tonight I should say, because I was going to do a video earlier at 5 p.m. When I got back from work, but it was very dark in the car, so I thought better not. And I think that I was wondering because there are so many things I could talk about in the past, and I kind of miss out some of the future stuff I'm talking about history of where I come from, and I will go back to some of that because there is a lot of time that I haven't covered um, that I find quite interesting. I don't know if you do. Like for example, when I was working for a major telecoms company in the UK, and this was back in the early 2000s, and they were kind of looking at Palm Pilots and saying the future it's like a Palm Pilot, but you've got like maps on and stuff. And I thought, well, that's what a modern smartphone is. By the way, did I say like, share, subscribe, and comment? I can't remember. I thought I'd share that right this minute if I did or didn't. My brain's a bit fried. Um, but anyway, don't forget. Um, anyway, the thing that kind of struck me today, I thought, maybe I should talk about is um, kind of AI and coding. And the reason is I've been writing some PHP stuff lately that I don't necessarily, I've not done a lot of PHP, and I've been having the AI help me. And the great thing is, I wanted to do some tests, and I said to the AI, write me a lot of tests or write me a test suite. And it did. I haven't gone through how well they are, but it did. But the thing that I learned the most is that if you rely on the AI to do all the coding, and I've seen this, I think people talk about vibe coding, is it? I think, um, where you kind of basically you kind of talk to the AI and say, I want to create an app that does this, etc. And then you kind of continue in the flow, and the comment section builds up into a kind of basically a list of things that you put into the app, and it creates it for you. But the thing that I've found with that is um, it can lead to bugs, and also I find that the AI can go down the wrong way if you don't kind of really know how to program. Um, it kind of you need to look at the code and understand the code. And I think that what I'm leading to really is that you should be using the AI to help you um, figure some of the stuff out, but you should be, basically writing a lot of the code yourself, and then just using the AI to help where you may be stuck. Or good one actually, someone said to me today was where he wouldn't have attempted to do some work in a particular app, um, which he had to do some work on because he'd never used that language. I'm going to swap hands for a minute. He'd never used that language before, and the AI helped explain what was going on in the methods and functions, because you can ask it to do that, and basically guided him to kind of then be able to make the change himself. But I've also used it where I've gone to the AI, checked through this code to tell me if there's any bugs, and it has found a couple of bugs, and they were valid bugs. And I've also said to it, so for example, check the quality of the code, and it did a fairly good job at checking that. So there are really good, useful things, I think. In this was Claude, by the way, though I'm talking about with the code stuff. I think I've heard that Claude is one of the best for code, and I know they do Claude for code. Is it? I think that's what I was using. Anyway, I'm digressing a little bit, but what I'm trying to say is that AI is really good, really useful, and you could just go and create an application this vibe code way where you would ask it to do something and it would create it for you. But the negative side is that, as I said, if you're not tight on the reins, it may not create something that is necessarily what you want, or it may have bugs, and then you have to kind of really kind of, I suppose, argue with it sometimes, where it's trying to do something, and you're like, no, 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 you shouldn't be doing it that way. You should be doing it this way. And then what happens is the AI will go, oh, actually, you're right, and I'll do it that way. But if you don't understand that it's doing it wrong, then it's going to go all the way down the wrong path. So yeah, I mean, I'm going around in circles with my talking, but the point is that I think AI is really useful, really good, and it's really helping to build code. And another thing that I actually like doing, for example, with it is I get to write the README or the user guide from the code, and it does a pretty good job of doing that. Um, so that kind of stuff is really useful and helpful, and I think it's brilliant for that, and it's brilliant for helping you understand the code. And if you want to go and ask it to write your apps for you, then go ahead. But as I say, you have to keep an eye on it, keep it reined in. That's what I found anyway. So yeah, that's kind of more modern technology that's moving forward all the time. And I thought I'd talk about that this week because I'm getting involved. Um, I did want to share another video from my Linux desktop, and I probably will in the future. I need to find some better drives for the webcam. I don't think they're. I'm still doing some setups on getting the config right in some areas of that machine, but I'm using it for my development lately. So this is why I want to share more from it, because I think it's a really good place and tool to kind of share. Yeah, right. I've waffled on quite a bit. It's getting on. I'm getting tired actually, probably why I'm waffling a bit. So I'm going to go to bed in 30 minutes after I have another cup of coffee. I don't. Coffee doesn't make me fall asleep. So, reverse of that, coffee doesn't keep me awake, it makes me fall asleep. So, yeah, thanks for watching this one. And yeah, if you've got some comments and shares on AI programming that you've done, I mean, using AI to program, not programming AI, yeah, then why not share them below? Right then, guys, catch you later. Bye for now.